It's safe to say I've been bleeding. I see your face when I'm sleeping. I've typed 100 texts before deleting, but I get it. You don't wanna see me, no, I totally get it. You don't wanna see me, but I really, 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 really need you. Fuck. I really, 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 really need you. But it's okay, it's just another day. Walking through the town and I'm hearing your name. It's like, but it's okay, it's just another day. By the way, I just drove by your place. Lights in my face, I don't wanna taste. I just wanna go back to that place. Lights they hit my face, and I see your face. I need to escape, it's way too late. I'm running away, I just need a break, or I just need to change your way. Yeah, and I'm not away, and I'm not away if I gotta wait for you. I'm not away if I gotta wait for you. I'm not away if I gotta wait for you, babe. I'm not away if I gotta wait for you. I'm not away if I gotta wait for you, babe. Lights in my face, I don't wanna taste. I just wanna go back to that place. Lights they hit my face, and I see your face. I need to escape, it's way too late. I'm running away, I just need a break, or I just need to change your way. Yeah, and I'm not away, and I'm not away if I gotta wait for you. I'm not away if I gotta wait for you. I'm not away if I gotta wait for you, babe. I'm not away if I gotta wait for you. I'm not away if I gotta wait for you, babe. I'm not away if I gotta wait for you. I'm not away if I gotta wait for you, babe. I'm not away if I gotta wait for you. I'm not away if I gotta wait for you, babe.
I can feel you everywhere, like a shadow, like a fever. Looking for a getaway, no escape, I'm going deeper. I can't fight my way out, I can't fix my broken heart. If you could only let me go, my love turned into a ball. Not this hard, I ain't coming back. If I've been all lost, I don't even mind. Oh no, I don't mind. Set me free, let me follow the light. Trapped inside, I can't fight anymore. Let me breathe. Who was before? I'll be better alone. Let me go. Set me free, let me follow the light. Trapped inside, I can't fight anymore. Let me breathe. Who was before? I'll be better alone. Let me go. I can see you in my mind, like a fire, like a river. Trying hard to break the tide, but it holds me back, it's bitter. I keep running through the night, still can't heal these open scars. If you could only set me free, I love that song, that's both a whole lot. This time I'm breaking the chain. If it's right or wrong, I won't play the game. Oh no, I don't mind. Set me free, let me follow the light. Trapped inside.
I'm the storm that beats the moon. I'm the sun that will not move. Who you think you are? Who do you think you are?
Welcome back, everyone. We have elite playoffs here today, and joining me for the first cast here, of course, I'm Veiled, and joining me on my this side, is Sticks. How are we feeling,
Hello,
Sticks?
hello. I'm feeling great. Just had a rough sleep, but I'm here anyways. How about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get elite tier kicked off. And first up today here, as you can see in the top left of your screen, we have Team Jarls facing off against Team Centurion, a Centurion that barely made it through the upper bracket in play-ins, beating out Magnolia 4-3. You had a little bit to say about that before we went into this game or this stream here. And then next up, we go down to the lower bracket where we have the lower quarterfinals. Then we will return to the upper bracket where we have the upper finals, and then go down to the lower bracket for the lower final, and then finish off with the grand final. So a long day here on the mainstream with a lot of elite action for you guys. Some exciting stuff, Hostix.
Yeah. Looks great. Honestly, looking forward to it.
Yeah, just the words I have as well. I think we cannot get started yet because we don't have we're missing a team still. So we can do a little bit of talking. You were talking about what your expectations was for this matchup. We're not gonna get into predictions yet, but how do you think this match is gonna pan out?
I think it's kind of hard to predict because a lot of like the past playoffs they have been like also a bit surprising. So I can't really say with like 100% of how it's gonna turn out. It can just be either way, to be honest.
Yeah, I think playoffs can be very unpredictable, but you kind of get to know the teams throughout the season, and I think Yalis will be a pretty strong contender, and Centurions, they already had a challenge in the play-ins. Maybe that can play in a little bit to how this matchup goes on. I don't know if we're gonna have team stats. I believe we might not, but yeah, let's just get your prediction here, Sticks, and then I'll follow suit.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a 4-2 for Berserkers.
Okay, okay. And as I told you, I was just gonna swing the opposite way. I'm gonna believe in Centurions. I think I actually told production I was gonna go 4-2, but I'm gonna change it up here on the fly. I'm sorry, Kendo. I'm gonna say 4-3 to Centurions, going off of their Game 7 win in play-ins. And yeah, we're gonna see if they can get it over the line. We do have the team in, and I think for the sake of our dear producer, who hasn't changed my prediction yet, which gets changed right there. Let's just get straight into the matchup. So let's get that hype chamber rolling. Let's get the map preview, and then let's get these teams going so we can start off our playoffs run here today.
Sounds great.
Yeah, so as on your screen, I have the two teams in the hype chamber. Thank you to production for setting that up. And you have Manfield Knight getting ready to have 6 different cars rolling around it, chasing the same ball, seeing which team can get the better on the other one. Everyone is getting on the pitch. I've given them the go ahead. All right, let's get this game on the roll. Take us in here, Sticks.
And already with a great kickoff, and then he's just bringing the ball out. Lumi just looking for a threat here, but they haven't looking great. Shaka now bringing the ball up, looking for a pass. Great save by Lumi. Lumi taking the ball back, looking for a center, but AJ brings HR brings ball back. Shot on goal, not quite yet. Great saves. Now just a bit of pacing. Loses the ball, gets it up, looking for a double. A great play by back noodles. Honestly,
Yeah, great.
quite strong start.
Yeah, a little bit back and forward. Nice little touch from Nyx there, but it's gonna get challenged. Burrow bag noodles. Chaco trying to buy time for air. Does well. Now Lumi has a chance. Sends it towards that crossbar, but a great save to keep it out. Air can't get it too far. Booster's looking low for the side of Centurions. And they're facing pressure. Lumi gets bumped. And it is Yals that finds the first goal here.
Yeah, great pressure from the circus. Straight down the middle, just as hard as he could.
Yeah, really good. Pressure from them, keeping it up, just taking away the boost from Centurions and slowly driving the dagger in to get that first goal. And now finding themselves on the back foot a little bit. They break out through JB, I don't know what he's called, J-Bag Noodles? That's what I'm going to call him. And now Rollback Noodles. Some coded names from these players, not confusing at all. He's trying to find Lumi. Oh, it takes it away from him, but he can get back to it now. Great control, flicks it very high. Bounce is good for JPEG Noodles and the demo from Lumi to secure the second.
Yeah, that was kind of an unlucky backflip there from I don't know who it was, from Shako. He backflipped. I think he didn't mean that, but yeah, it's 2-0 now. Already a great gap. Now, yeah, Berserkers now just needs to hold the lead, just keep applying pressure, and I think that then they can secure the game one. But it's still a long way to go.
Yeah, Centurions looking to up the pressure a little bit, kind of giving the ball away. Not really what you want to do. Should be a decent touch by Air, but Choco is just not there. Has to play defense instead and gets demoed. Air can touch it forward. Lumi only one back, but does well. Now just looking for that 50. Pinches it low. And JBag Noodles with the clear. Now Choco looking to set up an attack. Has to outbeat rollback, but can't do it. Air now taking it high. Looks to go over Lumi and does. Off the backboard now. Looking for the read, but fakes it for Nyx. Takes it past one, but Lumi with the clear. Now J-Back looking to chase this one down. Gets beaten up by Choco, but Lumi is just there. And the team play from this y'all side is just looking so impenetrable right now.
Yeah, they're really applying a lot of pressure on this full Templars goal. But full Templars is also doing a great job at keeping the ball away from their goal, to be fair. And here they have a
Yeah,
chance, and this is 1-2. Still for Berserkers, but this goal could change a lot.
yeah, a little bit of confidence could be flowing for Centurions from that.
Yeah, mostly after a goal, you just regain their confidence. Now you just gotta keep pushing it. Very far. And then challenge there. Nice. Good pressure. Nice pressure. Tucker now takes the ball off. Aja passing. No, misses the ball. The ball just drops down. 15. Tucker tries to center. Keeps on centering. Aja with the shot on. Well saved by Lumi. Balls in the corner. Just taking it calm. Great pass. Nice shot on goal, but gets saved by rollback Noodles. And now it's ball's going back to the Centurion goal. Flip reset, but they can't really make anything out of that.
Yeah, but Centurion's really starting to get a bit of pressure here. Looking like they've figured out the formula to put some pressure back on this y'all side. You know, looking for a lot of team passes, some cutting through the lines. That's what I'm seeing. Choco now looking to carry it forward. Gets caught by Lumi. This could be dangerous. A miss there. Lumi now has a bit of time to think about what to do. Passes it infield, but cut out by both Choco and Air. Could be a big mistake. They get away with it. That's a good challenge. Could have made it through, but Lumi was aware. Air gets the 50. Choco up early. Gets the touch. Gets cut out by Lumi. And a bit of back and forward, but time is ticking away for Centurions. If they want to get this first game, they need to strike, and they need to do it soon.
Yeah, Centurion's doing a really great job at keeping the ball out of the net now, really applying that pressure with the y'all side, but now they just gotta make sure that that ball goes in. Wahi with Berserkers with a lot of pressure too, and a shot on. Shako saves it. Now Aja looking to, with a flip reset, puts this over rollback Noodles. Can they make anything out of it? Shako now puts the ball in the corner. GB back Noodles just leaves it away, and I think this is game one.
Yeah, but not until it touches the ground.
It touches the ground. Game one, 2 Berserkers.
Yeah, and I will say y'all's Berserkers, they had a lot of control in the beginning of this game, but towards that end, after that goals from Centurion, pressure was starting to mount up from them, but it also looked like y'all's just held a bit on the brakes during the last bit of that game, just looking to just get it over the line. They weren't really pushing too hard for a goal, which is fair because they didn't really need a goal at that point. They just needed to make sure that Centurions didn't find another. But I'm looking to see what I see going into next game because
Yeah,
if Centurions can keep up how they played in the last bit of the game and not concede anything from Jarls, they have a chance of getting back in this series. But they need to hold strong because even while not pushing too hard, Jarls was still getting some dangerous chances.
yeah, y'all just is has like the calm on the ball, and that's really cool and amazing to see. Actually, they just keep that possession up, and then the time ticks away, and they just secure that win. But also Centurion's really coming into this match, so if they can just keep applying that pressure, this will be an interesting game too.
Yeah, indeed it will. We get straight into game number 2 with a kickoff. Going the side of Centurions, Nyx is gonna have a little bit of trouble controlling this, but rollback, pre-jumping that, is gonna give a bit of an easy time for Centurions. Air looking to pass it infield. J-Back getting there in time. Nyx taking it for Shoko. This could be an open net, but just a bit too slow from Air. J-Back now carrying it forward. Bit of a missed touch. Nyx can get it to the side. Rollback. Oh, big whiff. Nyx does well to get a touch there. Makes Lumi just a little bit uncomfortable. Pass is coming in for J-Back. But gets beaten up by Choco. Now Rollback taking it towards the wall. Gets it over Air, but Nyx is waiting there. Just clears it back to that blue half. Now J-Back gets tested in the corner. Doesn't do too well. Nyx can't get the 50. And now it's Berserker's Jarls putting on a bit of pressure. Air getting tested here in his backboard. That's great clear. And a big whiff coming in from Lumi, but J-Back is there to back him up.
Yeah, Centurion's really applying this pressure now, like we saw end of game 1, and they might have a chance to get a shot on goal now. Now Shoko, shot on goal, saved by J-Back. Lumi putting up the pressure with a quick counter, but Ajaw was aware of that. He did it. Now ball's just centering by Shoko, back wall defense. Now shot on goal, and J-Back Heels just puts it right under that crossbar. What a great shot. That was really precise.
Yeah, and really smart from Rollback as well. Just going in and body blocking the defender that was supposed to challenge. Gives a free shot for his teammate and just catches the Centurion's defense off guard. It's really not a goal you should be conceding, but I can't really blame them too much. It was a bit unconventional.
Yeah, there we almost had it 2-0, but great save by Nyx. Now ball just falls center, Looney has time, puts it center to Ruleback, and Ruleback can't get it on goal. Now J-Back just challenging, trying to get that ball mid, but he misses. Now Looney got the balls by Nyx, trying to get a team play of Centurion, flicks it over, he gets saved by J-Back. What is another save? Berserker's ruling really strong on defense too.
Their boost is starting to dwindle. Lumi can, however, buy a bit of time for his teammates. Only Rollback back with boost right now. That fake not doing its job well. Rollback on the counter. Gets saved away by Air, but great effort. Needs a clear here. That's a great touch by Lumi. Rollback with the shot. Gets blocked by Shoko, but it's uncomfortable, and Nyx just drops it for J-Back. That smacks it in for the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Centurions were kind of low on boost here in defense, and then Ajaw had to make such an uncomfortable save that he just wasn't able to hit that ball out of his net.
Yeah, and it's basically more of what we saw in game 1 here. Although I will say Centurions, they have been pressing a bit more, but nothing has come from it. This needs to be it. And it is. 1 goal back for Centurions here. Still need to find one to get back though.
We see the same sequence as in game 1, like Berserkers putting a lot of pressure up, getting the 2-0 gap, and then just Centurions trying to find a way back, and they just find it every time.
Yeah,
But yeah, Berserk
yeah,
is
not
here.
2 minutes left for Centurions to find another goal back into this one. They couldn't do it in game one, but they seem to figure out the formula a little bit in the last game. But now they need to put it all together. It's a great touch, but Shako failed to put it in on the open net. And as such, Jarls is just keeping the ball away from their goal, limiting the amount of pressure the Centurions can build currently.
It's kind of slow bit there. Now Lumi just puts it forward. Shako can clear it to Nix. Nix has the ball. Rollback Noodles with 50 and it just flies in. Great 50 by Rollback Noodles.
Yeah, it is a great ping. Oh, I'm sorry, just focusing on something else. It's a great dunk by Rollback, and it just finds its way into the back of the net.
Yeah, now Berserkers again has a 2-0 lead. Curious to see if Centurion has an answer to this.
Yeah, Shako looking to start the counter, but gets dunked by Lumi, makes things uncomfortable. Air gets a good 50, but it's all the Centurion players getting stacked up in their corner. They find a way out though, and now Shako looking to carry it forward. Fires the flick early. He's gonna leave it for Air, but that's so uncomfortable for him, having to really consider what his teammate is doing before he can approach the ball. And now Nix off the back end can only get it as far as a rollback, and it dunks him. And J-Back keeping the pressure on, and I think this game is basically done.
Yeah, still a minute left on the clock, but Centurion's gonna have to put a lot of effort here to get that 2 extra goals to make it 3-3. But yeah, Shako here puts in middle. He get beaten, and I think yeah, Lumi here with pressure puts it middle, and Rollback has just an open shot to make it. That's the 4-1, and I think this will be game 2.
Yeah, game 2. Done and dusted, 30 seconds left, 3 goals needing to be found. We basically need to see a kickoff goal here, or a goal within the next 10 seconds into a kickoff goal, into the ball being kept up until a goal is scored by Centurion, which is basically never gonna happen. Air looking to make it happen though, but great touch by Lumi. And he's gonna follow it to a clearance as well, just ticking off all the time in this game. And that 3-goal lead is gonna be more than enough for Jarls to take this second game. Really put them in a place to just take this series and run away with it.
Also feel rich. Centurion is trying his best, but they're really gonna have to see if they can find an answer on that.
Yeah, and what do you think Centurions needs to change up here?
Maybe they need to play a bit quicker or something, or just keep more calm on the ball and not really booming it away and giving it back to Jarls.
Yeah. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, Centurion's team plays I saw in game 1 was really the thing that was breaking down Jarls, but I didn't really see them do it at all in game 2. So yeah, I kind of want to see them go back to that, but also they need to get a bit more physical. As what we saw from Jarls, they started to get very physical in this game. The first goal came off of an unconventional bump off of rollback, or not? Was it? I think it was rollback, and then J-Back fired it in. Either that or the other way around. And I haven't really seen that from Centurions at all. It's just on the counters they look for quick opening, but Jarls is doing really well to rotate back in time. So I think they need to break open the playbook a little bit, change up their approach, and regain. And I think if you do that, then maybe there's a way back into this series. But otherwise, if you just keep doing what you're doing, it's gonna be very tough to find a way through this Jarls team.
Yeah, true. Jarls is looking really strong on both offense and on defense, and Centurion is just unable to find the gaps in the defense. I mean, from time to time we have like little mistakes in Berserker's defense, and then they can can get that goal, but like you said, they have to. I think they'll have to change their approach onto how to score the goals, maybe by some kind of demos or bumps to like mess up it with their rotation. And as you speak, we're going into game 3.
Yeah, exactly. And from knowing, well, Patroid is the managing factor in Berserkers that is probably the highest profile. I know there's also Sweaty and I believe EP Noah from the prospect here, but the main character in this management is probably Patroid. He's been around for a while, and all of his teams always tend to have the same kind of playstyle, which is very controlling and just trying to have good rotations and just consistently getting towards that opposition's goal, which is what we've seen. And to break that down, you really need to get physical. You need to throw them off of their rotations. You need to find openings like that. A great shot from Air to start off this game, breaking the script of game 1 and 2.
Yeah, great placement from there, by the way, there. Really put it into the side of the net, and Jarl's just unable to reach that. This is looking good for Centurion now, but they have a bit of a bad kickoff, but they're able to clear it, so that's not a matter. Now here, back moves, catches the ball, and then again a lot of pressure from Centurion onto the Jarl's net. Nix, with an unfortunate 50, ball flies completely through, but they can clear it. Now J-Back Noodles trying to get that pressure again up to Centurion.
And now Nix looking to take control off the wall, just hammers it towards that goal. Uncomfortable save for J-Back, but does well. Now Lumi catching it with the flip reset over one, but Air to clear it back into Jarl's half. J-Back does well on low boost, but Nix is forcing it forward. A great 50 as well onto the backboard, but Lumi, a great touch, can't follow it with the reset. Flicked up by Choco, but roll back, firing it towards goal. Nix, great save. But here's the center for Lumi to roll back. Great defense coming out from Centurion to hold on to that lead.
Yeah, Centurion's really looking strong this game. To be honest, stronger than Jarl's. But I'm curious if Jarl's gonna have an extra goal here, because they put a lot of pressure on it and they have some great chances, but the defense of Fall Templar is looking real strong this game. Now Rollback Mills just takes his time, ball pops up, looks for 50, but Shaco pops oh wow, that's an overhead. And now Nick's trying to center it, but no one's there. Now Rollback Mills puts it to Lumi, Lumi puts it down, what a great redirect into the bottom left corner of the goal, where there was no defender.
Yeah, this is a great thing to point out for anyone trying to learn freeze. While it might seem like a good idea to just center the ball as much as possible, when you center the ball and you don't have any teammates there, you're basically just asking the opposition to smack that ball straight into your half, and a counter like that is bound to happen at some point. It even happens at the highest levels. It also happens all the way down in Academy, although they are a bit more inconsistent about actually hitting the goal, but making a mistake like that is gonna be punished most of the time in the most tiers. So that might be a thing to keep an eye out for, as that is what has cost Centurion still lead in this game. And now it's really looking like Jarl's upping the pressure a lot off of that goal. Lumi centers it for J-Back, but a team bump comes through. Shaco now clearing it to the Jarl side, just looking for that pass. Air is waiting there, forces out a double commit from the Jarl side, but a great clear coming out from Lumi now to even out the pressure a little bit, to force it into an uncomfortable position. J-Back looking for the backboard. It's cleared away by Shaco. Great intervention by J-Back, and now Lumi can pick the ball up, carrying it forward into a 50. Now it's Air to Chaco, to the backboard. Is there a player there? Nix was there, but a great cut from J-Back Noodles.
Yeah. The match is like straightened out a bit. Like game 1 and 2 we saw that Berserkers really had like the upper hand, but now Centurion have find a way to like even out the pressure, and it's really becoming. Oh, Lumi with a nasty double top, giving the Circus back the lead. What a great drag, a great positioning to put it down.
Yep, Lumi turning up the speed a little bit on that play. Usually we saw them just do the same approach over and over again. Just slowly break down their position and then a center pass like this to fire it in. But on the last play, he just went straight from the sidewall into a double tap. Turius was not expecting it and really switching up the pace now.
Yeah, what a great team play by the Circus. This is I like to see. I actually love to see this kind of team plays. They're also always so satisfying. And it was also a great touch by Lumi, putting their center for rollback noodles to score.
Yep, Chaco now getting a great touch past Lumi. Opting to leave it now. Gets uncomfortable for yards. AR can cut this out. Doesn't really put on a lot of pressure though, as now rollback can just clear it back downfield. Nix with a big whiff, and that's another 4-1 for Team Yals.
Yeah, I might have jinxed it by saying that the pressure was even, because there's Centurions making a lot of crucial mistakes that just gives Berserkers a lot of free goals.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm gonna stand by my 4-3 prediction. You know, it might take. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Here has DC.
HL.
I don't know what the procedure is here. I don't think we're gonna restart the game with time because. Yeah, as the production says, he would have paused it, but it's only 7 seconds left. It's not really gonna change the outcome of this match. And I think we're gonna go straight into the next game, if I'm correct. Can I get a confirmation? Okay, we're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to HL. Maybe his PC crashed or only Rocket League.
I mean, he
Let's
has
hope
just
only
been in
this.
the Twitch chat saying he's not playing anymore. His game crashing and FPS drops.
Hmm.
Um, I'm really receiving any pressure, but now the ball comes to their half. And J-Back on low boost here. Demo comes through on Lumi. Oh, that's a great 50 from J-Back to slow down the attack coming in from Centurions. And now, all of a sudden, momentum has shifted. It's Jarls in front of Centurion's goal. Nix gets caught out a little bit, but bad touch by Lumi means Air can throw it forwards. But J-Back is just gonna clear it back, and I'll roll back up for it. Whiffs it a little bit though, but Lumi, center pass to J-Back, gets caught out. Counter could be on the cards here from Nix. Center pass, but again it's just caught out by Lumi, and Jarl's doing really well at catching them out. But it makes its way in either way, but I thought that was a little bit of a blunder there.
Yeah. These posts in Rocket League are so unpredictable. Like, I thought that ball was just gonna go post and then out, but as you all saw, it just rolled over the post. Now here, Centurion playing pressure, getting the ball into the corner, but rollback rules was there. Now Nix trying to 50, ball pops up, Lumi catches the ball, get demoed, Shaco with a shot on and finds the equalizer.
Yep, finds the equalizer. That's a great demo as well from Nix to open things up. Rollback, not really anything he can do at that point. Great comeback from the Centurions here. I say comeback, it's just a one goal deficit with like 3 minutes remaining. Turn into a tied up game. Still everything to play for in this game. Rollback, looking for the pass to Lumi. Can't quite find it. J-Back looking to send it in himself, but gets shot out by Choco. Now upping the pressure on the counter, looking for a quick goal, but a great save from Rollback to shut things down.
Yeah. And now Knowles just trying to apply the pressure back onto the Centurion now. HR low on boost, trying to do something in the corner. Ball flies like past the goal, but no one's there. Shaco beats Lumi. Now Rollback Noodles trying to challenge HR, but he gets it way all the way down to Y'all's net. Now Lumi almost. Rollback Noodles with a shot on and finds the second goal for Berserkers. Now giving Berserkers back the lead.
Yep, Jarls looking to close this game out. They have 2 goals in the game with 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. Now that's a lot of 2s on your screen. Let's see if Centurions can add a 4th one to the tally. Like, the time has ticked down, but you get what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, they still have 2 minutes left to find a goal. I'd say they will be able to find it, but I'm not gonna jinx it again.
I think you just did. Oh, as the backboard looking to help them out. That's a great infield pass, but the shot is just not on target from Nix. Air now looking for that sidewall. Shaco looking to lob it to Air. Not up in time. Bit of a bump there coming through. Air can't turn around for this. Gets it over one. J-Back is up for it. Shaco is just waiting patiently there. Gets it onto the backboard. Can now look for the pass to Nix. It's not good enough. Now Lumi just easing off the pressure coming in from Centurions. Great 50 there from Air. Sets up Nix to get this one forward. Rollback doing well. That's a great flick from Choco looking for the backboard. Air looking for the sidewall, but it's a bit messy. And now Centurions have to start all the way from their own goal line again.
Yeah. They're trying to apply that pressure, but Y'all's just looking really steady on defense. Now J-Back Noodles with a shot on. Great save by Nix. Now Rollback Noodles tries to apply that, keeps applying that pressure, but now HR flicks it over Lumi. J-Back Noodles just puts it back into the corner. Now ball in front and Shaco just finishes it off, finding the equalizer again.
Yep, 43 seconds remaining. Are we gonna end this series or game in this specific game here? There's 2 options. Either Centurions take the game and get us into game number 5, keeping it alive in this turn, in this upper bracket for now, or Jarls will find another goal and they will send Centurions down to the lower bracket and secure their own place in the upper finals. having a great opportunity to go on to the grand finals from there. And 24 seconds to do it in regulation, otherwise we're gonna have to settle things in an overtime.
Yeah. Overtime game 4 would really give like Centurion the time they need to get. Oh wait, did it find? Oh, Louis. Oh yeah, Louis got bomb. Oh, my bad. I don't know who was that save it. Well, Centurion here keeping the ball up. HR with the ball, trying to drag it in. J-back noodles just leaves it kind of away, but now Choco centers it, but the ball drops. Overtime.
It's a great opportunity to secure it there in regulation, but just a bit too uncomfortable for everyone around on the goal line. Sends us into the overtime, as you said. And it's Centurions with the first attack. Pass into Nyx, looking for that counter bounce to air, but can't get the shot. This could be in. Choco cannot keep it out. And it's Jarls to send them down into the lower bracket with a straight sweep, flying through their first matchup in the upper bracket. As we have a lot of GGs in the chat from the players, and we do love to see that.
Yeah, Shaka was a bit uncomfortable there with like he was low on boost, bit of an awkward ball just flying above him, tried to clear it but wasn't able to.
Yep, no, as you have the game stats on your screen, and we're gonna have series stats coming in here. It is 13 goals from the side of Jarls and 4 Centurions. It looked like they were trying their best, but was a bit too weak to get a game on their hands. And we are going to have a series MVP, and it is going to be Rollback Noodles with 7 of those 13 goals and 2 assists. Pretty high goal participation there. Not too many saves on him himself. I think it's probably going to have to be Lumi that had the most saves. But a great MVP performance here from Rollback.
Yeah, especially because like most of Roback's goals were like important times, so just he's a really great he's a lot of work to that team, to Berserkers. Really did his job and deserved that series MVP.
And indeed he did. And I think if we can get the playoff bracket on screen one more time before we go on a break here. Also on the B stream, there's also currently the other upper finals matchup going on. I can't. Oh, that's also about to end in a sweep. It looks like Nefelli versus Celeritas. Oh, it has just ended as well. So 2 sweeps in the upper bracket. So not really too or maybe interesting if you care about sweeps, but not really any interesting matchups in the upper bracket happening. And we do have the upper finals. Yeah, we can do that after. But we do have Nefelli and Jarls securing their place in the upper finals. Down in the lower bracket, we also have one of the series already decided, Legacy getting swept out by Magnolia, that were dropped down to this lower bracket by Jarls, that now find themselves facing the winner of Summit and Gunai, which is in a game number 5 it looks like, which is going to be happening in a VC in our Discord server. Before we hop on a break, we're just going to go to talent predictions. So talk me through those sticks.
No. Well, my prediction was Berserkers winning this. Well, yeah. Like, as you can see, like, was 6 out of the 10 people that did the prediction went for Berserkers as a win. And as you saw last game, they are looking really strong. So I'd say they have a good chance of winning this. Well, as Cloud also swept, it's gonna be an interesting matchup. Also, is it? Wait, I think it's 8 that that DCE plays Berserkers, right?
What, sorry?
The Cloud plays Berserkers. Is it at 8? 8 CEST?
Yes, we now go down to the lower bracket and have both the lower quarterfinals, I believe it is. Yeah, it is. And then we go up to the upper finals, which is a best of 7 again. And then we're gonna go down to the lower finals after that, which is also a best of 7, and then grand finals after that. So these 2 teams, the Nefelli and Jarls, gonna have an hour break while they can just watch the lower quarterfinals, get the mood on, and then get a bit of warm up in before that, and then they're gonna face off against each other. And I can't remember how the saying goes, but I believe it is when two teams both sweep, it usually becomes a great matchup. Also, although I can also imagine it could be if both series are tied, it could be a tied meeting as well. But yeah, we're gonna go on a bit of a break here, and we'll return with the lower quarterfinals, Magnolia versus Celeritas, when we get back. So stay tuned for that.
This isn't just merch, it's what teams wear when they mean business. Every stitch, every print, every detail, made to perform. Trusted by the grind, from grassroots to championship halls. Build your team store. Wear the brand that wins. SpartanWare, trusted by the grind.
Picking up the pieces of a broken heart, guess I was chosen. Stitch it back together, better late than never, steady motion. Can't control my fate, but I control all these emotions. I'm not broken, I'm not broken. Already cried my tears enough for an ocean. I've been in the cold rain on my parade. I'm still on my feet, stand tall like a mountain. I am undefeated, made for the game. Oh, 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 oh. I'm still on my feet, stand tall like a mountain. I am undefeated, made for the game.
over to the B stream where you're gonna be seeing that matchup happening.
It's obviously us.
For for this specific matchup, what are you expecting to see here today, Blaze?
You know what? It's okay. I mistimed that. Yeah, you know what? It's actually really, it's going to be a close game. We've seen both of these teams. Obviously, we've currently watching Magnolia fight their way through the lower bracket after losing to Centurions 3-4 in upper bracket on I want to say on Wednesday, but I don't know if it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday. I'm right. I know ball. But yeah, obviously 3-0 against Legacy is a massive result, and obviously they look to continue that going against Celeritas, who did lose in the last game 4-0. It's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, of course, both these teams have their storylines, but it is gonna be interesting to see what happens here today. I believe we can head quickly into talent predictions, and then we'll get our predictions, and then we'll get this series started. So let's see these talent predictions once more for anyone that didn't see it in the first bit there. So a lot of people expecting Jarls to win this tier. A couple of people expecting the Death Cloud. What was the team name? I can't remember, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. It's Death Cloud. And a couple of people expecting Celeritas to make a run here, but they already find themselves in the lower bracket. Gonna be very difficult for them. And then all the way on the right, you're gonna be seeing a very delusional man thinking Magnolia is gonna take the tier, which is possible. Don't get me wrong, but if you look at the remaining predictions, the highest you see is a 4th place finish for them.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, was it Dexterity? I think people are quite high hopes for them. Obviously, missing their max in the last series, going to have some kind of an impact going into this one. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Obviously, at a certain stage, you start to become more familiar with each other, and I think the lack of it depends on how much they've been playing together. I'd love to be a fly on the wall when obviously they found out that they didn't have their max. I'd love to know their thought processes, obviously what's been going on, whether or not they're just trying to hold on until he makes it, or I don't know what the long-term goal is, but Dexterity's certainly fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah, and our predictions has already been put on screen, so let's not get too much into it. You said their max is missing. I have personal beef with Shattered. I don't have beef with him, I just love trolling him a little bit, so that's why my 3-0 prediction is there. And with that, let's get the map preview rolling and let's get into this series.
Absolutely. Here we go then. You can see the two green teams. Obviously, it's green versus green. It's MVP versus Dexterity. Here we are for map number 1 on Manfield Night. An absolute classic.
Yeah, we're getting on the roll immediately. And it's gonna be kickoff here. Nux and Real T-Dog. Then we're coming in from Lapua. Shot attempted by K-Shadow, but gets blocked away. Nux now testing the blue net. Saved away by T-Dog there. Now clears it upfield. Cannot find a teammate, so Nux is gonna take it to the corner. A bit of a challenge from T-Dog. Now shot attempted by Lapua. That's about as far as that attack goes on the counter here. It's gonna be K-Shadow taking control in front of his own net.
Oh, Nox hitting that one up in towards the corner. It's the Real T-Dog over towards the right-hand side. It's cut up by Nox. Lepua now taking control here, looking to go forward. I know I've got a lot of history of Lepua. I've known him for a very, very long time. So yeah, I always wish him the best. But that's Shadow with a chance. That's cleared downfield by KO Shadow. Nox going to be awkward here. Gets a good read off the backboard. T-Dog looking for something in towards the middle. It's off the backboard. Couldn't get the second one. Maybe a fake as Shad clears that away. Nox playing that one downfield. KO Shadow out in towards the midfield. Shad and Lucario a little bit confused who's going for that one, but Shad goes for it in the end, and KO Shadow looking to clear that one deep.
Yeah. Bomb coming in from T-Dog. Lapua with the clear could be the first goal, and is. Catches the Celeritas defense off guard, and Magnolia starts this off with a bang. The Dominus just clearing it downfield.
Absolutely. It's a big shot by Lepua. It's a pretty open net, you have to say. Once again, I said it in the last game. Obviously, I casted Celeritas in the last game. You'll be asking some questions of the defense. T-Dog now looking to charge this one downfield in towards the midfield. It goes. Be a fake on one, and that's Nox collecting it. Maybe looking for something going forward here. Maybe taking a 50 of Lepua. A big 50 is the T-Dog. The Real T-Dog slams that one over towards KO Shadow. Gets beaten out by Shad. Shad now with control. Finding Nox. Nox on the shot. Lepua can't make the save, and we're back to even.
Yep, even with a long hitbox, he cannot stretch enough to make the save on that occasion. Pua, try as well as you might. That is the equalizer found from Celeritas. Looking to get it off with another kickoff here. Is it gonna be a quick goal? Lepua wins it out, but shot. It's a hard touch, but gets bumped, so cannot follow it. T-Dog, a lacking touch there. That's great play by Shadow. Looking for the demo now. Looking to open things up for T-Dog, and does. And that is immediately responded by Magnolia.
Yeah, beautiful control by the real T-Dog. Shadow just putting pressure on Nox. T-Dog does roll to recognize that Nox had jumped earlier. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful finish. Just once again, where like there's no second man cutting across there or anything. There's way too much space.
Yeah, that is too much space. It's just a bit of an overcommit by his teammates. Not really anything the defender could do in that situation. T-Dog now looking to just take his time on that play, but it's Shad playing fast. Able to take it forward now. Lepua with the flip reset, looking to do it himself. Cut up by Lucario. Now it's K Shadow testing that goal. But it is going to be kept out for now.
Started looking for an infield pass. T-Dog couldn't get a beat out on Nox as Shad is up playing that one downfield. Trying to find Nox, who gets a touch on it, but Lucario was there a little bit. It got beaten out to it. Lepua gonna get bumped as well. Shad now with control. T-Dog a bit awkward on the backboard as K Shadow out towards the left hand wall for him. And Lepua reading that touch from Nox after the 50. Lucario down, trying to find something. It just slammed back towards Shad.
Yep. Getting it over one. Looking to go over T-Dog. Lucario almost gets a dunk, but not on target. Nox putting it forward, but it's T-Dog. 2K Shadow. Back to T-Dog. Can he get back to it in time? No, just takes control here. Looking to go up the corner. Looking to find Lepua with the pass and a great bump as well. And it's just going to make its way in. And it now is a 2-goal lead for the side of Magnolia. Taking advance in this series.
It's a beautiful bump from T-Dog, isn't it? And Lepua just does enough to find that one through to the goal. Yeah, once again, it's just too much space, but yeah, credit where credit's due on that effort. It was good offense. T-Dog now with a chance, playing this one out towards the backboard. Shad gets bumped as Lucario dead sweep up out round towards the right hand side. T-Dog diving onto his head, and now going to take a shoulder off of that touch there as well. T-Dog going to get a pass to KS Shadows, a big touch towards the backboard. It's off the post, and Shad, probably the only person who would have been there, gets demoed in the end. T-Dog pops it high. Yeah, KS Shadow looks for something in towards the midfield, and Lepua not able to get anything. That's a big 50 downfield though, and up the wall it goes. Shad with control.
Yep, Lepua now looking to control this in the corner. Does very well. Looking for the flick. T-Dog is following. It's off the backboard. A bit of a double commit there though from T-Dog and Shadow. Lepua is gonna be a bit awkward, but does very well. Looking for the center pass, but no one really there. Shadow looking to get this one centered in. There's Lucario to deal with it very well. Lepua now looking to advance this. Makes Lucario awkward. T-Dog 50s it. K-Shadow up. Bit of an awkward touch. Looking for Lepua. Shot is coming in, but gets blocked out by Lucario. Now the counter is on. Nux looking to do it all himself and just sneaks it past K-Shadow to get one back. But still need one with 40 seconds left here, please.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good play by Nox. 40 seconds is still quite a lot of time, especially since the way this game's been going back and forth the entire series. The entire game so far, should I say. Not series, we're only game one. But big 50, and Nox looking to try and stay on this one. Lepua with a big 50. Lucario, it goes straight over his head. Awkward bounce though. I didn't expect it to bounce like that. I don't think Lepua did either. Okay, Shadow with a shot will get it in, and that might just be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, surely it has to. 2 goals in 31 seconds. I mean, it has been a pretty goal-scoring affair here from both sides, but definitely looks like Magnolia have the upper hand on individual skill. Just looking like they can make a goal happen from pretty much anything, while the side of Celeritas are relying on a little bit of magic to make things happening currently. As Nux looks to test out the keeper, but K-Shadow just does very well running down that clock. Only 15 seconds now. Lepua buying even more time for his team to just lock in that win as the timer starts here. Shat looking for Nox, needs a goal right now, but that 50 is gonna end things. It's gonna be K Shadow to look to drop this one down, and he does. And it is Magnolia taking game number 1 here.
Yeah, it is great play by them. Lepure especially, obviously, heading that Magnolia side. But he's got they at equal points. That's not something you see every day. But KS was given the MVP on the overlay Lepure in game. So there you go, a little bit of what's the word when they're not the same? You know what I mean? But yeah, no, it's good play by Magnolia. They're breaking down accelerators, finding those infield passes, and putting shots on target that really benefiting them, obviously creating those spaces in the midfield.
Yeah, I think Magnolia is really enjoying the success of Lepua. He's just controlling so many times when Magnolia looks a little bit uncomfortable in their own half. Also in the attacking side, you know, when a double commit happens, he's usually the man sneaking in and just taking control over the ball, buying time to get resettled. It looks like he's doing very well on that position. On the opposition side of Celeritas, it's just looking like they're struggling really with getting anything to go. They don't really have any midfield presence, and they don't really look like they have opportunities to link up once they get forward in attack. Looking like they're really struggling, and they need to figure that out going into the next game here.
Yep, no, absolutely agree. Yo, who's this Blaze guy? Yeah, don't know, Taffy. Taffy, I don't know who this Blaze guy is, but here we go. Game number 2 as it's K Shadow towards the backboard Shad. Now looking to take control of this one, playing it down. It's touched by T-Dog. Nox missing out there. It's a demo on Lucario. It's an open net for Lepu. Are going to get beat out by Shad.
Yeah. Great timing there from Shad, able to beat out the defender. Or the offender, my bad. It's now Nux looking to cut this one out. Can't really do too much. Actually does really well on slowing down that attack. And now Shad is going to get the better end of this trade, but just gives it out to K Shadow. And now Nux having to use so much boost on just stopping the advance temporarily. And makes it awkward for Shad as well. Now T-Dog can just take his time and just run that boost count down from Celeritas' side here.
It's Nox taking a 50, goes over towards the right-hand side. Lucario is there, playing out towards the sidewall. T-Dog gonna leave that one for Shadow, as it's a good sidewall skim by Shadow. Gets one downfield. Shad is there. KS Shadow off the ceiling in towards the midfield. It goes. Lucario gets the beat out, and T-Dog down the line now, looking to maybe take control of this. Gets a big 50 up towards the backboard. Lepu there with not getting a touch on it, and T-Dog getting this one over Shad, looking to start something now for this Magnolia side.
Yep, now Lepua looking to take control, gives it over to Nox, but he gets so awkward from that, was not expecting it. Lucario though, looking to go to the backboard, gets the double, and it's Celeritas taking the lead in this series, in the first time in this series they take the lead, and what a way to do it. Beautiful shot by Lucario.
Yeah, it's a great finish, isn't it? And against the grain a little bit. I think Magnolia have had most of the chances so far. Lepura knocks on the 50. Shad getting a demo on one. Okay, Shad taking 50 there as well. Lucario overshooting it a little bit, but still staying on this one well. Good first touch. Can't get the one off the wall in any meaningful way. Shad is there towards the bad ball. Might get an infield pass. It's there. T-Dog clearing that one away. K Shadow slams it towards the bad board. Off the backboard it goes. Good read by Nox. And I think it's those quick shifts in momentum and stuff that really oh yeah, and that's an open net for Nox. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. It's just, it feels a bit finicky at the moment, like if the game's hanging on knife's edge.
It's just a big overcommit there from the Magnolia side, throwing everything away really before they even have a chance to defend, and it's just gonna be walked home by Nox to take the 2-goal lead. Magnolia looking like they're showing a couple of corrects in their game plan here. It's now K Shadow looking to challenge this. T-Dog was following for a little while, getting really close to each other here, and it's just gonna stay centered here. I don't really understand what the game plan is going on right now. They're so close together, and it's just gonna slow everything down here. Now Nox looking to advance here. Buys a little time for Shad here to get in position. Now off the ceiling, gets another touch, gets the bump as well, looking for another one. T-Dog really awkward. Nox firing in a shot. Lucario following suit. But it looks like it will be a clear now. It's just so awkward here in the blue half. Shad is just doing really well in the corner. Off the backboard here. Lucario diving in, but a great save there. Coming through. Oh, actually, I don't think there was connection. Oh, Nox looking for the double as well. But not to be this time.
God, looking for something with a 50 with Lepua. Nox now there towards the backboard. Slamming that one deep. Care Shadow's there. Off the ceiling it goes. Lucario, good touch out on the T-Dog. The real T-Dog is there to follow it up. Looking for a fake here. Maybe Lepua trying to get something on that as it slammed downfield. Care Shadow out towards the left-hand side. We're seeing this Celeritas team really step it up in this game number 2.
Yep, Lepua now to the sidewall. T-Dog helping him out here. Looking for that pass, but it's not happening. K-Shadow tracking all the way back. Lepua has to cut, and does. Lucario looking for the infield pass. T-Dog cutting it out. Now off the sidewall. Big whiff from Lucario. Now T-Dog gets it over one. Lucario launching in, but that's Lepua. Only one man to beat now. T-Dog could help him out with a bump here, but can't get it done in time. Now K-Shadow waiting patiently for this one. Leaves it for his teammate. Looking to go over Shad, and does. Now leaves it for K-Shadow. Shot on target, but a great save by Lucario.
That's Lepua trying to get this one infield. Lucario keeping the defense sturdy for this Celeritas side, as that's Nox getting a touchdown, and Lepua there with a follow. There's a few blue names in that corner lining up for it. As a T-Dog and Shadow both diving at that one. It's a good block by K Shadow. Now Lepua might have a chance with a free shot here. It's not the best shot. It doesn't need to be, and they get a chance in the latest stages of this game. 37 seconds to go. Lepua opening the scoring for Magnolia. There may be hope.
Yeah, 37 seconds left. It's definitely doable for the side of Magnolia, but they do need to figure it out, because their spacing has just not been it this game. They've been overcommitting a lot, and they just really need to find that rhythm again. On the last attack there, it looked good. They need to make it count now. Now Nox carrying it forward. Lepua getting it to the side. T-Dog is gonna be there, but leaves it for Lepua. Now Lucario gets one touch, but it's straight to T-Dog. Does well on advancing this one. Gets the bump as well. Lepua lunging in. Now K-Shadow. T-Dog could score this. It's on target, but a great save from Lucario. Kept in though. Shad is up for this. Doesn't have a lot of boost. Gets it over one though. Lepua off the sidewall. Shad to the opposite side. Lucario just fakes it out and lets it drops, and it means Celeritas equalized the games in this series. 1-1. Game 3 could be the deciding game here for who will advance in this lower bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. It was such a tight game that I don't feel like anyone's really got much momentum going forward at the moment. Magnolia probably better in the last minute of that game, but Celeritas absolutely perfect play going through phase like the first 4 minutes really. A great play by Nox there. Such an influential player for that Celeritas team. We noticed it in the last game. Now we're seeing it finally here.
Yeah, has done really well in the first game when Magnolia was looking pretty good, I would say. Nox was really just able to just drive upfield and basically just score a goal all on his own. And this game, it looks like Celeritas just has upped that level a little bit. You know, there was Lucario's solo goal, but besides that, it just looks like they're helping each other out in the midfield, defending together. You know, they played more as a team in this game, and I think that shows on the scoreline.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is what I said in the on the B stream. If you guys were over there watching, they need to use each other more, and they just haven't been. And now there's potential for this to progress going forward. There's lots of spaces to exploit on either side of this team. It's just about who can do it better here in game number 3.
Yep, Nox faking out K-Shadow, and now the attack is onto the crossbar. Lucario can't get it down though, but great 50 to maybe get another teammate involved here. It's gonna be K-Shadow going over one, dunking the second, and Lucario just gonna take his time here, but a great launch in from Lepua. Could open things up from T-Dog. Lepua now, a bit of a double commit as well, as it's now on the counter attack. K-Shadow getting bumped, but doesn't really work in Celeritas' favor. Lucario required to get a clear there, and the Nox to the corner could be dangerous. Great 50 from Lapua. His Shadow now taking over, carrying it forward. And it's gonna be T-Dog off the corner, looking for that double tap, but can't quite find it. But it's a lot of pressure coming in from Magnolia right now.
Got by KO Shadow. Massive slam by Nox. T-Dog getting a cutout in the midfield there. Nox now with control. Missing out on that one. But it's Lucario with collection. T-Dog are missing out there too. Lucario infield pass. Lepu are not able to get a block out on that as it's gone down the field. It's KO Shadow now. The chance to get a shot on target. Lucario makes the save. Lepu with the shot missing out there. And Shad now looking to keep this one alive. Going down. T-Dog getting a decent touch on that for KO Shadow to be able to follow. Off the ceiling he goes. Double touch off the ceiling. Off the crossbar. T-Dog there for the follow. And that is the game 1 Magnolia we saw.
Yeah, great play from K-Shadow. Off the ceiling, off the backboard. Can't find the redirect or the double tap. But it is T-Dog there to secure it. And they find themselves in the lead. 3 minutes 30 to go. What do you reckon? Who will take it from here?
Yeah, you know what? I can see this one going a little bit further. It's not gonna be a 1-goal game, that's for sure. We know how these teams operate, as that's infield. KS Shadow missing out on that one. But yeah, if we've certainly seen some crucial differences, as there's a big 50 in the midfield. The game's changed a little bit. It feels a bit less like it's all out attack like we saw in the first game, and now they're just starting to try and be a little bit more solid.
Yeah, demos coming out from Celeritas as well. Required to stop Magnolia's attack here. Infield pass, but it's just gonna be Lucario blasting it downfield, and that's the goal. That's the equalizer found from Lucario. Did really well to find the first goal for his side in the last game. This one, it's a bit more simple. He gets the ball passed straight to him, just blasts it downfield.
It's a beautiful shot, isn't it? It's a great equalizer, necessary equalizer, I would say, for oh, it's a Charles again. Sorry, I nearly got Celeritas interrupting me once again. It wouldn't be the first time, but yeah, Celeritas needed that, I think, and now that's gone down the field. It's a chance here as T-Dog cutting that one out. Nox there, cutting. Yeah, once again, it's a bit scrappy.
Yeah, the transition from Magnolia definitely looks like their weakness. All of the players are capable on their own to just take the game in their hand, but it looks like they just get a bit ahead of themselves, really, and struggle to use each other and give each other the space. But K-Shadow looking like he could do it all himself again, but stopped out by Nox. A nice team pinch, but it's only gonna slow them down a little bit. Lucario looking for that backboard, gets cut up by K-Shadow. Shad stopping that momentarily. K-Shadow could redirect this. Oh, tries to pass it to T-Dog, but once again they're just not on the same page.
Lucario maybe looking to try and do something here, just jumping up and down, gets a beat out on one infield pass, maybe looking for Shad, Lepu with the cutout. We know KO Shadow's there, can just challenge us. And what a pinch that is! T-Dog not recognising the speed of that one. Lucario looking to cut that one out, but T-Dog keeping this pressure forward. Not the worst first touch, just looks for a bump on Shad, but Shad does well to cut that one out anyway. Lucario getting a bump there by Lepu, maybe a bit of an overcommit here as Nox now with a chance, as KO Shadow covering nicely. Down the field it goes by T-Dog. We're seeing a bit more physicality from both these teams in the middle stages of this game.
Yep. Still not a game-winning goal found. Still tied up. Shad looking to pinch this one middle. Gets a bump there. Tries to cut this one out. Could have been the opportunity he was looking for, but Lupua is going to advance this one downfield. Gets cut out by Nox. Shad's going to have a bit of a freebie here, looking for that corner. Gets cleared now by Shadow. Nox down to Lucario. Off the corner here. Has to carry it so far ahead. Can only get it past one. T-Dog touch to himself, but gets cut out by Shad. Nox now looking to play off the fake of Shad. Looking to thread the needle, but it's taken away by Lapua. This one is a battle in the midfield. Now Nox is going to clear it forward. Shad looking for the backboard. A miss by T-Dog. K-Shadow can beat out the attacker, but only slightly. But it's not really that much of danger coming towards Magnolia's side, although it's a lot of pressure coming from Celeritas.
It's been a bit more of a cagey affair going into this one, as that's KO Shadow slamming that one high. Nox not able to get the best touch on it, as KO Shadow didn't recognise that. Lepua going to leave that one for T-Dog, potentially, but Lucario cutting it out. Nox is there keeping this one going forward. That one's going to die. But yeah, it's been a bit more cagey. There's not been as much aggression. It's been more physicality, and we're starting to certainly see some changes to the way both of these teams are playing. Both of these teams are adapting, and the longer this series goes, the absolutely the more difficult it's going to become for either side.
Definitely. And this overtime is ever so crucial in this series. Whoever wins this overtime will put themselves on that double match point in this series. 2 chances to finish off everything, really. And if you lose this one, well, gotta win 2 games in a row to make it through the lower bracket. And that's such a tough task to have, and that could have been it from T-Dog, just not able to get to it. And if they lose this game, that'll surely be something you'll be thinking about for a while. Shadow keeps this one away, out of danger on his side. T-Dog can carry this one forward, a little bit good to work with. Looking for the ceiling pitch. Shadow is out for it, and gets done. What a save by Lucario!
Oh yeah, beautiful save. So necessary. Now Shadow might be going back the other way as well. Cutting out the allowance was best for Shadow to beat there. Once again, T-Dog guys like Lucario. Hold on, Shadow going back and forth. It's a good chance. Shadow makes it walk on the side. Let's push the boost. Yes, Corinthians, Shadow there, Shadow. And that is certainly taking the lead.
And who else but Dark? He's been so crucial for this side. And who else but him to finish off this overtime? Put his team on double match point. None of us two believe in this team going ahead. Looks like there might be more voices. Is it me or is it you?
It's both of us.
Might be internet issue, Kendo, or something.
Is Kendo struggling? Yeah, he is. Let's use sign language.
I don't know sign language.
Thumbs up.
So you do sign language. I have no idea.
I don't know if you see him what I'm doing.
Is it?
Is it still bad? Hang on, let me see.
Where is it? Is it here?
No, we're good. We're good.
Are we good?
Yeah.
All right, you can hear us now. Let's go. So what we were talking about is who else to put that game to bed than Nox has been so crucial. But let's not forget Lucario as well. Opened up the scoring for his team to get the equalizer. Made a crucial save in the overtime. And what a save that was, by the way. To keep his keep his team alive. Then they close it out.
Yeah, totally necessary.
Way to downplay it.
Say way to downplay it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, obviously, like, you know, you put your car in the right position, you're bound to make those sorts of saves. But yeah, I don't think it's possible to downplay. Obviously, we spoke about it so much in the last game. We spoke about how necessary it was, and it's just opened up the opportunity now for this Dexterity Celeritas team to keep pushing forward.
Yeah, for sure. Now, 2 chances to end this series for Celeritas. A team both of us had written off going into this one as they are missing their max player, as you told me. But doesn't look like it matters too much for them, at least in this specific game. Shat, oh my god. We haven't seen him a lot this series, but he just made his entrance right there. Great flip reset flick from him.
It's a beautiful flip reset pop over towards the left-hand side of the net. Rollback saying holy peak. I don't think that's his peak. I've seen Shade hit crazier. But absolutely, it's an introduction really to this series, isn't it? He hasn't been the most active player, even though he's been given lots of credit by different players over the course of this over the course of this stream. As a big 50 over towards the left-hand side. And Lepu are going to be a bit awkward as Lucario putting pressure on, and that's pitched downfield. Shadow's there to cover nicely, maybe looking for a shot on target. It's a beautiful dribble, and there he is again. That's his second.
Yeah, Way to go from Shad. Barely been here all series, and what a time for him to get in and score 2 goals in the deciding game for them. Needing to win this or the next one. He's just given his team such a big confidence boost. Not only did they go up in the series 2-1, now in the fourth game of the series, where they could just end it, he's just given them a 2-goal cushion to take the win. And Lucario clearing that one downfield. Nox is gonna chase it down. It's gonna be T-Dog there first, fakes him out, but Shad was well on the challenge. Lucario is gonna get beat out here. T-Dog could find the opening, not to be. Lucario gets the bump on Lapua. Okay, Shadow's up, and he puts it where no one can get it. And that 2-goal cushion turns into a 1-goal cushion now, as it's Magnolia knocking on the door.
Yeah, it's a beautiful finish, isn't it? It's a great read off the side of that wall there. And it's just perfect placement as Nox and Lepu are now taking 50 in the midfield. Nox may have a chance to get a shot on target as T-Dog's the last man back. It's pretty easy save for him and Shad over towards Lucario, and it's a cut out by T-Dog and nothing in towards the midfield. That's pinched in towards the corner. MPB looking for something that's in towards the midfield, but nobody's there except Nox. T-Dog playing this one down the line. Maybe a chance to get this one infield. It's not the fastest pass, but it doesn't need to be as clear. Shadow will fake out the defender with a quick shot, plays it slowly, and it finds its way through.
Yep, gets it over 2 right there, and K-Shadow is a bit lucky that he delays the shot just enough for the defender to just go flying past it. But nonetheless, they'll be taking that goal. And now all of a sudden, it's all tied up. Magnolia needing to win this game. Celeritas, well, they would prefer to win this game, but if they lose it, still one more chance to end it. But at that point, it'll be anyone's game. Big demo coming in from T-Dog. Bit of a mistouch by K-Shadow. Lucario is going to pass it down to Shad, who's going to have another chance here, looking for that center for Nox. Can't put it on target. Lucario looking for that backboard. K-Shadow is up for this. Gets it over Shad. Looking to follow this one up. Goes for the bump instead. T-Dog launching it towards that corner. Lucario's got to pick it up and takes great control over it. Looking for that reset. Gets the bump on T-Dog with it. And now it's Shad putting it downfield. Nox looking to be annoying and even puts it on target to take the lead once again.
Doloritas once again, getting the lead. It's Shad. Just nobody, Nox. Nobody's like really on the end of that. It's a massive blunder on the side of Magnolia. But you can't let those sorts of things go unpunished that they have. And now it's another chance. Lepua gets a flick past one. Is it open net? Lucario. Beautiful save on that one. That's an infield pass. K-Shadow not able to get the beat out on one as Shad is high. Looking to hit this one forward. Does so well. Lepua with a big touch high. Lucario hitting that one forward into the path of Nox. Maybe Nox going for a bump on Lepua. Doesn't get contact. And we're starting to see this Magnolia side try and start creating stuff now. They haven't really been anywhere.
Yep, been missing a little bit. Nox gonna send this one into the blue box area. That shot is a laser, but it's kept out by Lapua. K-Shadow looking to go upfield. Nox, great challenge. Lucario now squeezing it past, and that's just so valuable, running down that clock for his team. Great 50 from Nox. Shad is up, looking for the shot, can't get it. Lucario gets bumped to the ceiling, could follow this to the backboard, but no, it's not to be. And Shad runs out of boost. Could be a quick counter here. Lapua carrying it forward. Cut out by Lucario, and K-Shadow taking it to the side. They're just wasting so much time running it straight to the side instead of going forward. Lapua just tries to buy time for T-Dog to get back. The only player with boost. Lapua finds one too. That onto backboard. Looking very awkward. T-Dog, you have to get something from this play, but it doesn't lead to anything. Goes straight over the 2 attackers' heads. And Lapua tries to make something happen in the dying moments, but it just doesn't look like it's happening, does it?
No, it does not. That's down into the path of Nox. Nox gonna get the killing blow here, I believe. As it's a good bit of pass by Lucario. Lepua missing the backboard bounce. It is going to be heartbreak for Magnolia And I know, obviously, I know Lepua is going to be very disappointed after this stream, but credit where credit is due. This is a massive Celeritas, yeah, confidence booster.
Yeah, definitely is. 5 seconds left. There's not 2 goals in this Magnolia team. Doesn't even look like there's one. Well, if you count an own goal, then maybe there is 1 goal on the cards for them.
Yeah, Nox, good infield pass, and it's just KO Shadow not reading. It's a good double touch off the crossbar as well.
Yep.
It's
You would have probably
certainly
hoped he did that in the other side though, but
yeah. I would say you can imagine what the comms are like. It's probably just a bit sad here. KO Shadow just waiting. Lucario can't reach it, and that is a victory for Cervitas.
yep, they will make their way into the lower semifinals. We will be saying goodbye to Magnolia, which one of the talents did have predicted as champions, but that didn't pan out the way he would have liked. It's a big victory for Celeritas though. They will be going ahead. And just after we get through the series stats and MVP, we will be taking a look at the playoff bracket to see
Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to the Elite Playoffs. I am now joined by this lovely man, Dispatch. How's it going?
I'm doing good, mate. Hopping over from the B stream, last minute substitution called up to the big leagues, and excited to see what we have here because I believe this is two teams that went 4-0 in their first series.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these teams did, in fact, sweep their upper bracket rounds. Charles beat Centurions 4-0, and Nefeli beat the Celery Sticks 4-0. So, yeah, you know what? It's one of those games which is going to be incredibly hard to call. Obviously, on the lower bracket, we have Goody versus Celeritas. Celeritas obviously did lose against Nefeli, but bested Magnolia which was a game that I myself casted. Obviously, should we go on? What's your prediction?
Prediction, I think I'll have to go for this Jarls side. I've heard very good things about them throughout league play. I think they're very good. They nearly went 10-0. I believe ending 9-1. I have to back them. I'm going to take them in 6.
You've got them winning 4-2 then. You know what? Let's be slightly different, shall we? I'm going to go 4-2, but the other way.
Ooh,
I mean, we've got somebody backing both teams. I know DefCloud very well, and I've casted them already, and they did look very strong. They did look they were playing very well. So
very good to see. The only series I've been able to catch was the one that I casted, the Naguni game against, I believe it was Centurions. And Naguni making a little bit of the low bracket run. We got to see for a small second there. Managed to get that Game 5 win, then a Game 4 win immediately. Have to play against Celery Sticks, as you like to call them. So, be interesting to see what's going on the B stream, on the bottom end of the bracket, because this series now, I believe so far in playoffs, every single winner that we've seen has come through the upper bracket. So, as much as both these teams do have a lifeline of losing, it's really important they win this series.
yeah, absolutely. We know how dominant those upper bracket teams have been over the course of this week. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I would love to see a Cinderella story of a team making a lower bracket run. How good would that be? Obviously, we're yet to see it, really. Obviously, we had Alpha Surge, who did make a good lower bracket run and made it to the finals of Challenger, to eventually lose to Rash Zippy. But yeah, I don't know why I brought that one up in particular. But here we go. JB just left for water. Yep, that's fine. Team Berserkers versus DefCloud Esports. We have Giles versus Nefeli. I don't know how you say it. How do you say it?
I believe it is Nefeli that will be playing this one from DefCloud. Just waiting on JB to get back here. I believe a little bit of a water break while we're waiting for everyone to join the lobby. But we have our predictions in. We're going to wait for the players to fill in here. We do have everyone in the lobby. Just have to wait those few minutes to see if he's going to get back in time, because these players wish each other good luck already. I imagine there's two very solid teams. They've probably scrimmed against each other a fair bit this season, so we're interested to see what they've been able to gather over that time period. JB is back, so if we can get the players to go, we will be getting into this Game 1. Hopefully both teams are prepared to go. As we do see them join up, we'll be getting underway in Game 1, and we have our predictions ready. We're getting straight back into this one. Let's see how this one goes, Blaze.
Absolutely, here we go. Game number 1, Dash Prime and Robot Noodles on the kickoff, going over towards the left-hand side. Obviously, we've seen JB change his name to also be a Back Noodles as a 2-2-0. Taking a touch there, Lumi on the left-hand side, looking something in towards the midfield. Dash getting a 50 with rollback as that's gone over towards the left-hand side. 2-2-0 looking to try and get his one in towards the midfield. JB going to cut that one out nicely. And it's slammed down the field by Lumi. That might find its way in, but off the post, off the crossbar, finds its way through.
Managed to find the follow-up to his touch there, and I don't think anyone was prepared for this. Dash was looking for a boost that wasn't there, wasn't even close to spawning. Able to get that Lumi shot bouncing him regardless off the bar, and I mean, an early start here. We see Giles take a bit of a lead, a bit what a lot of players would expect coming in, and it is Lumi to get it, but maybe a chance off the kickoff to add another. JB getting a little bit aggressive, but it's going to be Dash with boost over Lumi's head. Is this one going all the way in? And 50's through down. Dash answers off the next kickoff, and we're all tied up straight away.
It's no surprise if anyone's going to do it for this Nefeli team. It's going to be Dash. We know how dominant he was in the last game. We've seen how aggressive he's going to be. We know how physical this game will become as the series progresses, because that's always the way it goes in Elite, isn't it? It starts off a little bit, oh, I'm your friend, but then the demos will start coming out later on as Rollback looking to try and keep this one going forward now. For Giles, that's a big 50 by Dash, and towards the Giles corner. Lumi gets a good beat. Dash is over there. Roll back, no boost. He's going to get 50 by 2-2-0 as Dash is there for the continuation of this play. JB is there. He's a decent touch out towards the sidewall. And I think we might just see things start to settle now.
We will, but Lumi will take a bit of control of this one. Just lose it. Of course, it's Dash there ready for it. Well, maybe a chance for a bit of time. JB decides to take this one out. Samdusk off the ceiling. Maybe a chance of a one. Tries to pop it down. Is there an angle here for the shot? 2-2-0 is just not ready. Maybe another one. A pass comes through, just sitting in front of the net. Roll can't get to it. And a beautiful play by Nefelli to take the lead.
Every single player getting involved there, and I think that JB probably would have had the save there if it weren't for the touch by by 2-2-0. Sorry, I nearly called him JC then because his name has, I believe, it might be Fallen Soldiers or something. I'm not entirely sure where the name comes from, but that's a good touch by Dash. Trying to get one infielders. JB going to get bumped here up towards the left-hand side. It's a good catch by Lumi, looking to keep this one going forward. It's a beat out on one. It's off target, though. But it's covered nicely by 2-2-0. Dash going to get 50 by rollback in towards the midfield. This goes. This is round one. And Noodles is there. But it's not rollback. It's JB.
JB is ready, trying to give us a nightmare, but the back noodles connection, getting this one into the middle. JB taking his teammate's namesake and also takes a free goal off his pass there. And once again, we spoke about how evenly matched these teams might be, but they've been trading blows to start this game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a heavyweight boxing match, isn't it? Both of these teams just swinging at each other and seeing, we'll just see who gets knocked down first here. JB going to try and get a touch around Dash. It's a good read by Dash. That's not the best touch by a rollback. Noodles towards the backboard as 2-2-0 is there. Lumi have to read that one. Beautiful touch though. Dash with the pressure line. That might pinch it straight in, and it does. Dash once again stepping up for Nefelli.
Pretty big departure from the series I previously casted. It was low scoring games, and we have 5 with the first 2 minutes not even gone yet. Both teams getting quite aggressive, trying to get going, and it's Dash that finds the one there, puts Nefelli back in the lead. As we said, it's like a heavyweight boxing match coming out, and is there going to be a chance here for Giles to deliver the next punch, try and knock this Nefelli side down? They're back on the defense. JB gets a touch. Lumi a little bit of time here. Tries to pop this one into middle. Roll is waiting, but JB is low boost here. Maybe a chance for a shot from Dash. Lumi has to cut the ball back in. Samdusk tries to take this ball high. Is someone there? Oh, just able to get the ball away, but ball is still bouncing into this Giles box. No one from Nefelli commits. They managed to collect the ball here. Dash decides to take this one slow. 2 men racing up to the ball here. Maybe Samdusk with a chance off the ceiling. But both these teams, a little bit of boom ball coming out. They're getting comfortable on the ball, but they're also giving away quite easy, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's JB going to get a miss out on that one. And it's a 50 over towards the left-hand side. It's JB missing out there. It's across the face of goal, and it's 2-2-0. Going to put it away. Yeah, you got to feel like you got to feel a little bit for this Giles team. Obviously, you put them in the forefront, but it's only game number 1. But just looks like Nefelli have come out just a little bit harder.
It does, but we're not even at the end of the 2-minute mark yet. We have a little bit of time left in this game. JP gets a reset off a 50 dash. Somehow falls on that ball, but there's still so much time left. And when you're leaving shots like that, you're overcommitting his third. You're giving 2-2-0 a hat-trick with 3 minutes not even gone in the game yet. Just an unfortunate 50. Praying on the halfway line. Lumi can't do anything about it, and lead's now extended to 3 Blaze.
Yeah, and it's just slipping ever away from them, isn't it? It's going to get tougher and tougher. That's a 50 over towards the net of Nefelli. It's maybe a chance. It's Dash, beautiful clearance away there. Sam over towards the left-hand side. Dash looking to hit this one forward towards Babwood. It goes. Lumi, not the best control, but beautiful follow-up in the end. It's over towards the right-hand side. Sam looking for a 50. JV getting beat. And Rollback Noodles just couldn't quite make it.
We see a little bit more aggression coming out from both these teams. Obviously, Giles are going to know they need 3 goals here to get back into this, and they could average a goal every 30 seconds. Quite realistic, but Nefelli really want to put their dent in that plan. Rolls up for this ball, tries to get away, but Sam does. We see him collect this ball in the ceiling so many times. He just gets that touch and jumps up straight away. Looking so comfortable that high in the air, but 2-2-0 gets a low 50. Manages 50 over 2. Sam Dusk left as the last man. A little bit of time here for Nefelli to collect themselves, but Me and Dash diving for that ball together. We've lost one of those 30 seconds I was talking about. We do enter the final minute, and this 3-goal lead, nothing in sight for Giles to get. Samdusk is just doing it all. 2-0 even, sorry, was just beating out every single man. Maybe a chance on the counter-attack here. Maybe a flick high over one. 2-2-0 is there again. He's putting on an absolute clinic in this first game.
He just didn't quite have the swaz on it though, did it, the flick? Because that's another chance for 2-2-0. JB reading the miss, but it's a fake by Sam, and Dash with a good follow. Maybe a chance to hit this one infield. It's a beautiful control out towards backboard. Lumi hitting that one away. And JB might have a chance to swing this one in towards backboard. Dash getting a crucial touch on that get boost as well. Maybe a chance to keep this play going. It's a good read off the ceiling, and Roll getting a decent catch, but getting 15 in the process. Yeah, Nefelli they just come out swinging, and you know, I love that Giles have done the same thing as well. They've also come out swinging, but it just feels like the Giles defense was just ever so slightly weaker, and that will be a huge early lead for Nefelli. But it's only game one.
Absolutely, and I mean, we saw, I believe it was 2 of those goals were just pure overcommits from Giles, which it is the upper final. This is an important series for both these teams. They know what's on the line. They know the history of this game in RSC and what it does mean. We spoke about how often these teams from the uppers do end up winning that grand final. It's so hard to get that bracket reset, but for Giles, we know what they're capable of. We've seen how good they are in league play, and I don't think they'll be phased by losing the first game. Obviously, in most series, you take the first game to feel out the opposing team. You see what they're going to bring forward, what playstyle they've got maybe, how demo-heavy they might be sometimes. And Giles, they have so much time in the best of 7 to get back into this.
Absolutely, the length of the game is just it benefits. It doesn't really benefit anyone particularly, but especially with timeouts and stuff, it's so effective. We haven't seen a timeout yet today, which thank goodness for that, because we're somewhat on time so far. I wouldn't like to see an NFLE sweep here, and simply because I don't think that would do a service to Giles, but Giles needs to start locking in if they want to avoid that.
They will, and we haven't seen an opposing team that ends up losing the series so far take a game in this series, so it'll be a question of if in the upper bracket Giles can get one back, because as we said, we've seen the 2 sweeps, both these teams going 4-0 to start the day. Giles' first loss of the day as well. For a team that only lost 1 series in league play, they are now 10-1 across the season, so we'll have to see how they react when they're faced with some adversity.
Absolutely, it's a beautiful control by Sam. What a chance that is off the crossbar. 2-2-0 with the shot roll, getting the save. 2-2, jeez, what was that? Nearly a massive early lead, but the crossbar, the 4th man, keeping that one out.
Very, very close call so far, and once again, it's just Nefelli keeping this pressure. Bang does buy some time. A double commit comes through in the 3rd and 2nd man there, but 2 demos coming in from JB. Decides to opt to leave this ball here. In time for his team, but who else but 2-2-0 to be up for this one. Keep possession, maybe a chance to the back wall. JB's there, manages to get a touch round. Does he get a touch low? Dash is ready for the shot. Just a little bit low. Roll misses. And I mean, at this stage of the season, you just get punished in those situations, and of course Sam's just going to bury that one every time.
Yeah, exactly. Early on you can kind of get away with it, but there you absolutely can't. Reading the defense beautifully and just slotting that one away. And here we are for kickoff number 2 of game number 2. That might be an open net for rollback noodles, and it is. And we see the SpongeBob goal explosion covering the pitch, and beautiful kickoff from Lumi.
Absolutely beautiful, and nothing from Nefelli there to be able to reach that in time. Roll, a little bit of atonement there, obviously missing that ball in that first goal. Managed to get one back immediately off the kickoff, and very similar to how we saw game 1 start. Teams trading blows here between Nefelli and Giles, and it'll just really be a question of if Giles can keep up, because we saw for, I believe it was the first minute, 2 minutes maybe in that game, they did look on equal footing with Nefelli, but Nefelli looking for one already, maybe a shot again, and we talked about starting equal footing, but another goal for Nefelli. We saw shades of this in the first game, and Rose is able to reach that ball to the backboard. JB can't reach it, and Sam does 2 goals to start game 2.
Absolutely, it's a crucial start for Nefelli. Obviously, continuing their performance in the last game. That's a massive 50. Is it going to make it 3? 2-2-0 just couldn't read it, and rollback playing that one forward. Sam hitting that one in towards the corner. JB is there to follow up. Dash goes around him. Lumi plays one towards the bad boy to Sam out towards the corner. And yeah, Giles, it feels like that they're hitting a bit of a brick wall at the moment. I think something needs to change, and this is generally sorts of games where they do become very physical. But that's a beautiful pass by Dash, and 2-0. I think just didn't read the drop that early.
Very hard to read pop resets. It could go anywhere, but it's a great pass attempt from Dash. But once again, we're already back in this Giles half. A double commit coming out already. Boost looking low. Lumi's gonna have to buy a little bit of time for his team. No one's left in the net, as I was about to say. Nobody's home. Dash sees it right when I do, and Dash will take that easily. The second man and the third man rolls is not there. JB pushes out, and I mean, when you see that open net, you got to go for the shot, and it is Dash finding the angle to extend this lead to 2 goals now.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you have a 2-goal lead, you generally start to build off of that, and that's Dash towards Babel once again. JB getting a 50, 2-0 there towards the net. I think they can start building off of it, and the pressure really is mounting. JB has to do a clearance on his own as Lumi plays it out. Dash is there. Gonna get a control on that one. That's towards the bad board as well. Lumi gonna get a miss out on that one roll, looking to keep this one going forward. But yeah, Giles just, when the ball goes forward, they just seem to have nothing behind it.
They do, and I think it's a lot of case of what I saw in one of the Master games yesterday between, I believe it was Bengalensis and I don't remember the second team, but when they were going at it, I believe it was Night Fury, when they were going at it, it was usually the team who got the lead early just kept playing dominant, and they played safe, they played smart behind the ball, and they read every play that they had forward. Did Bengalensis against Night Fury yesterday. They were ready for every mid-pass. It was like they knew the playbook of what was going on, and I'm seeing shades of that in Nepheli versus Giles today. I'm really seeing all the plays that Giles are up for. Once again, the mid-pass. 2-0 is just ready for it. They're ready for all these plays being sent towards them, and they look this solid on defense, look this good on offense as they do collide. Dash is somehow nearly going to get a goal out of this. It bounces across the net. Roll barely reaching for that one. That would have been an insane goal for them to get, but Giles do hang on. Sam's maybe going to try and find something middle, maybe get a bump as well. Dash is there for the shot. Is anyone home? It's JB ready for it. 2-0. Flip reset to the corner. Maybe a chance. Dash keeping the pressure. Dunk down. Is Lumi going to be there for the ball? Nepheli just keeping so much pressure at the moment.
Yeah, Dash out and towards the corner. Might have a chance to follow this one up towards Bad Boy. He goes 2-0 with the follow. It's pinched with Roll. Gets a crucial save out towards the sidewall. Lumi getting that one out in towards... Oh, I think there's a bit of a licks jump there from Lumi. I couldn't tell exactly what happened there. Is 2-0 looking to get a 50 with Rollers. It operates well in Rollback's favour. What car is Rollback using? Is that the Octane ZSR? As 2-0 gets a flick towards the goal. I can't see what's going on because there's a demo, but it's going to find its way through. And this is becoming worse and worse for Giles.
It is, and I mean, we'll see at the end of the game, but I think if you had to guess the shots, you would not be able to know how many Nepheli are on right now. 16 shots to Giles's 2. This is an dominant game 2. Nepheli already took game 1, already looks strong. They want to try and get another here. They go for just number 17 for fun. Do have 50 seconds left with a 3-goal lead again, and saw a 3-goal lead in the first game beforehand. Very hard to come back from. Giles weren't able to get there, and Nepheli probably just going to waste time to finish out this game.
Well, yeah, as I say, when you have a 3-goal lead, you don't need to score. You just need to hold on to what you've got, but that doesn't mean to sit back and defend, because we know how quickly those can go out of hand. That's a 50. That's a pass in field, and this Roll gets the cut out, and Josh JB getting a bit physical with Sam there. I told you this game is going to progress into something more physical, and it has to on the side of Giles, but that's going to be barred down, not going to find its way through. And yeah, it's so tough that it's Giles' team. The Nepheli are so strong, but yeah, I'm feeling for them at the moment. I would have thought that these games would have been a little bit closer.
Yeah, I mean, you would have hoped it would for the series. You did say that you didn't want to see another sweep in the upper bracket, but with the way Nepheli look right now, we're going to have a very quick look at the team stats here. It's all there for your eyes. Just look at the saves. So many. Did 9 from Giles to even hang on in a game they lost by 3. And I feel like when you lose a game that hard, you're 2-0 down right now. Is it time to use that timeout? Because if you go 3-0 down, you're in reverse sweep territory, which many teams not many teams have done in RSC. We do see the timeout called by JB and Giles. They will have their 2 minutes, which I think is the correct call here.
I absolutely agree. The amount of time that teams have gone 2-0 down to lose 4-0
Yeah.
in these upper bracket playoff games, and then they haven't done anything to try and change it. I've told them, I say to myself so many times, I said, if I'm in that position, you call the timeout. You try and disrupt your opponents. You try and give yourself an opportunity to slow it down, have a chat. But so many teams just haven't, and they've been punished for it because they go into that 3-0 game and then they call the timeout. And we used to see that a lot in RLCS. You go 3 down in a best of 7, it's fine. You call the timeout. But now momentum is such a massive factor that I'm glad we're seeing it here too.
It is, and I think a lot of players also kind of have confidence where they don't want to get cold. They want to keep their hands warm and they want to go back into the game, even if they do lose 2-0 and they're 2-0 down in the series, and even if it is a rough game 2 and a rough game 1. Sometimes they don't think they need the reset. They just want to go. They're like, okay, we got it. Let's go. They don't want to wait. They don't want to give them time. Because the thing is that if you do burn this timeout, Jaws, you get the 2 minutes. It's not like Nefelli can't talk to each other. They have 2 minutes to talk to each other as well. Whatever they think Jaws might bring out, they could be prepared for it already. So even though it does buy them a little bit of time to talk, I think that Nefelli will have any answer that Jaws might be able to throw them, because we've seen a dominant game 1 and 2. I don't really know what they need to change, Blaze, but what do you think they need to do going forward?
You know what? It's so difficult because Nefelli are playing so well. If I was this good at Rocket League, and I think we should preface this because I'm not. Yeah, if I was this good, you have to be on physical. You got to try and disrupt your opponents, disrupt the rotations and stuff, and we haven't been seeing that. We saw it in the latter stages of the last game, and that's sort of when they started to come back a little bit. But you can't neglect the defense as well. Obviously, a team like Nefelli is going to have so many saves, so many shots and everything. Obviously, you said at one point I think they had 16 in the last game, which is a crazy number. Yeah, because it was 8, 4, and 4, wasn't it? So yeah, you have to find a way to deal with that and the rest, and it's so difficult. It's just so difficult. What conversation are you having?
I think that if I'm in this timeout now, you've got to change something. Like, playstyle-wise, I think a lot of people in RSC have debates when it comes to what actually wins tiers, and most of the time it's the team that plays the most solid. Playoffs is the time where teams get stretched, they get uncomfortable, and they get forced into positions they don't want to be in. If you play sound Rocket League and you just play it out, you play safe rotationally, you don't overcommit, you win. If you take that lead 1-0, 2-0, you can not necessarily sit back, like you said, that can be death sometimes, but if you eliminate the chance to give the other team those very obvious opportunities, then it makes things a little bit better. But Charles trying to silence me on that one. Maybe try to take a lead already. They do have the shot advantage already. There's only one, but I'll have to see if they can keep this going, because while that is a good flash in the first 10 seconds, it takes 5 minutes to win a game.
In certain phases of this game, I felt like Giles had been bought into playing Nefelli's game rather than Giles being able to play their own. And those are the sorts of things that you really want to avoid. And the issue with Nefelli is so good at maintaining possession. Obviously, we've seen it there. It's a pass from Dash. It's a sort of a loose ball in towards the midfield, but Sam covering that area so nicely. And they cover each other's spaces so well. And finding holes in that is difficult, as that's a shot by 2-2. It's covered well by Lumi. Dash keeping this one in their half. Might be a chance for Sam here. It's a good first touch. Reset. Gets the bump on roll as it's cleared away by JB. There was no reset to be found there, by the way. I'm a liar. But yeah, they're so good at holding on to it. I think you have to be just as good, if not better.
You do, and I do agree with you. We haven't seen Giles' game, but the question is, what is their game? Because they look like they've been roped into this Nefelli style of play where they've been stuck on defense. Maybe this Giles team's aggressive, but we've seen lots of overcommits from them that's led to their goals. Roll maybe a chance here, but we've seen some passing plays going forward. But as I said, we saw shades of what I was speaking about in Master yesterday, where Nefelli just looked prepared on all these passes, all these plays that Giles is sending out aren't really a surprise to them. It's a lot of predictable infield passes. Maybe they look for some demos. Maybe they try to find something new here, but Jaws are going to have to surprise both us and Nefelli. JB gets a touch that manages to surprise the defense. Lumi looking for a pop high over 1, over 2. Maybe a chance for a bump here. Is anyone going to be ready for a shot? Not, and Jaws, all men on 0 boost here, scrambling to make sure this one doesn't find its way into their net, but cut out by Lumi, just misses that ball, and once again, Nefelli just happy to slow this game down to their pace and just survive for now.
Exactly. I mean, they've not made any mistakes so far. They're just absorbing everything, aren't they? It's a beautiful first touch by Lumi though, but once again, they're like a sponge. They just will take everything you throw at them. And right now, obviously, it does feel like Giles with the pressure, but we haven't really had any massive moments, have we? We haven't had any penetrating shots on goal that are being saved by the last man. We haven't seen anything like that, and those are the sorts of things that when obviously you're when you're applying pressure on your opposition, that you need to start creating. And you said obviously earlier, predictable mid passes. We haven't seen any strange or unpredictable ones that are just penetrating back lines at the moment. It feels like a lot of solo stuff coming out from Giles right now. And obviously, yeah, like they're good too at absorbing, but there's only so much you can take when your opponents are 2-2-0, Sam and Dash, and we're seeing that in full force right now.
I couldn't say it better myself. I mean, we have 3 individually talented players that well mechanically. There's always a threat on the field. There's someone that's going to be ready for it, and someone from Jaws has to step up and try and match that, because on Nefelli aren't like clipping every single goal. They're getting the touches round that are unpredictable. I mean, Sam's getting this here to the backboard. Is anyone going to be ready? Lumi reads that one out, but 2-2-0 is ready. A demo comes through. The net is nearly open once again. Just ball side spawn there. JB has to bang that to relieve some pressure, and once again, Nefelli very slowly. I mean, we found ourselves quite deep into this game with not much action, as you said. They're slowly building their offense. They have time. They're getting these balls away. Great touch from Dash there. Roll maybe a little bit too deep on that one. A 50 high might make a situation. Just nothing once again. And you said there's not been many of these punishing scenarios, but maybe there's a chance here for Giles. 2 players missed. Maybe a shot on net, but Sam's ready. And every opportunity looks like a goal is just getting wiped away, isn't it?
Absolutely, 2-2-0 with a chance off for the demo. It's off the crossbar from Dash, and there was a demo on Dash there as well. They're bumping each other now. There's bump on him. There's bumps everywhere. It doesn't matter who you're bumping as long as you're bumping somebody. It's pump party as there's 2-2-0. Looking to hit this forward rollback. Gonna miss that one. Couldn't get the dunk. Could Sam, as that's JB looking to try to do something. But the recovery wasn't there. That's a shot towards the goal. Looking for a demo. That's JB, but no contact. And that's pitched towards the bad ball once again. But there's still nothing there. And that's the rollback in towards the middle. It's a good cut out by Dash. What? This game's been 0-0 because I just don't feel like anybody's really committed anything. Obviously, like they've obviously committed plays forward and stuff, but there's been no gamble.
It's very true, and ultimately this is what timeouts do for teams when they're winning or losing. Sometimes you can get in your own head. You decide to play a little bit safer. They know what's at stake. They've had that time to recollect. Nefelli know they don't need to go too aggressive because they're 2-0 up in the series. They know that they haven't made many mistakes, but Dash with a poor touch to the middle. JB tries to capitalize. Nefelli more than happy to send game 3 into overtime.
Yeah, that first overtime of the series, and given the previous games, I'm not entirely surprised. Luby looking for something down here. I cleared over towards the left-hand side. Actually, I say I'm not entirely surprised. I am a little bit. I didn't think obviously after a timeout, a lot of momentum sort of just dies for both teams, right? But I didn't think it was going to be that severe as 2-2-0. Looking for something over one. It's over towards Dash. Dash gonna miss out on that one. Sam maybe lurking for a touch out here from Lumi, but Lumi getting a goose pick. Good boost pickup. That's out in towards the midfield. That's a dunk by Roll back towards backboard Sam with a good touch out towards 2-2-0, and there's a cutout there. Sam now taking control, reset, try to fake it out a little bit. 2-2-0 is very deep, and it's Dash with the cutout. It feels like Giles maybe have a little bit more going forward in this one. Obviously, that's a shot, and JB covering nicely.
They do have a little more control, but it's the quality of these situations that they're creating on offense. There's very predictable. You see a pass there, Dash just ready for it. Lumi has to cover this one high to the middle. Samdos is going to be up there with him. Managed to get this one into his back left corner. A bit of time for 2-2-0 here. Tries to pop it high. Managed to get a 50, but can he follow this ball? Maybe get it mid for his team. A good 50 comes out. Samdos not going to be able to get an opportunity off that 50, but JB looking for the 50 out. Managed to get over one. Managed to get over two. Lumi's awkward underneath the ball. And once again, we talked about the quality of the plays that are being set up. It doesn't get much better than that from Nefelli.
Yeah, absolutely. It only took one, didn't it? It only took one. Yeah, Nefelli just dominating this game. Once again, I'd hate to see a sweep. For the purpose of time, have we ever seen an RSC mainstream on time? Not that I know of.
Oof.
But Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. The reverse sweep is possible, but Giles don't have a timeout now. They have to just keep going. Is there much more they can do? I mean, look at the defense. They had 8 saves
Yeah.
out of 10 shots. So yeah, 1 was off target. It's gonna be so tough.
It is, and I mean, 6 shots at least. It's improvement from 2. It is Nefelli getting double digits in 10 shots again, and to be fair, it did feel like Nefelli didn't have a lot of pressure. They did turn it up towards the end of the game. They got a little bit more comfortable, figured out what Giles were throwing at them, but backs against the wall now, as you said, no timeout, 3-0 down in the series. This is where players are made. This is what matters here. This is upper bracket on the line. This is that grand final. As you said, we haven't really seen many RSC streams on time, but Nefelli looking to give us a little bit of a present after the, I believe it was 40-minute late finish even yesterday that we experienced on Master Play-ins. So Nefelli gearing up for this game 4 to try sweep Giles.
They have to. That's the only option they have. It's a 50 over, and Lumi looking to collect a bump out on 1. Slammed down the field now. It's oh no! It's a massive defensive error. I don't know how that's. I don't know quite how that's happened.
When Dash just tries to read it, thinking it's going high off the backboard. Tries to get, not really a psycho shot, but just a touch, redirecting it off his own backboard with the read, and ball bounces ever, unfortunately. Maybe it was in a dangerous spot already. He was a little bit forced to. A 50 comes through. Maybe another one for Dash as well. Telling this Giles team to hit the gym on defense, but JB's looking for something else. Lumi is up. 2 players on the backboard. Dash is ready for that ball. Sam Dusk is going to clear this one into a little bit of a safe spot here. If he can follow up his touch for anyone from Giles can get back. JB to follow this one. Maybe a dunk on Dash. Manages to get it over to the back right. Is anyone going to be there? He looks for the bump. Rolls a little bit too late. Lumi, low boost on defense. In a 1v2, his teammates are able to support him, but it doesn't matter. A little bit of time now for Sam Dusk to collect. Playing where he's comfortable right near the ceiling. 2-0, maybe to the backboard. JB with a bang. And Nefelli just looking in control like they did in games 1 through 3.
They certainly have more control here as that's roll back with a 50 in towards the midfield, and it's JB of the Noodle clan looking to get this one in towards the midfield. The roll is there. It's a shot low. As Sam with the dunk. Lumi is out. It's that touchdown. Sam cutting that one out towards his own backboard. May have a chance now to start something for his team. It's a great first touch, but Lumi covering it very nicely. And it's 2-0 with control, going under 1, maybe Lumi with a good read. As pass back out to 2-0, he's got no boost, but maybe going to get that mid boost. There's a double commit there, and JB might have a chance now. Plays it down to roll back the Noodles and can't quite send that one on target. It feels like they're struggling just a little bit to try and break through now, but they got their goal. We saw the last one finish 0-0, and it's that, especially the way they're playing, that could be enough.
It could be, but we spoke about Nefelli looks so good on offense. As much as they might look like they're in control, they are down in this game. I think it's the first time we've seen them down. I think we saw Giles equal the scoreline in game 2 when we saw them go kind of swing for swing, but Nefelli have been in control most of the series. This is the first time they're having to deal with anything. Maybe a chance there to tie it. Pass was a little bit too quick for the shooting player. Lumi, maybe a little bit of time. We are nearing the halfway mark in this game, and Giles managed to survive maybe the first half, but 2-0, trying to get one before that mid-half break. A little bit of time here, good 50 coming out, and Giles, we spoke about how after game 2, I believe, that the team that plays safe, the team that has good rotations makes it, and they're not making as many mistakes as they have been in the first few games.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a bit more solid. That timeout probably did work out for them as Sam playing this one up the field, rollback getting a 50, but we can't roll a rule. That's the word I'm looking for. There's too many rolls and noodles on stuff on my screen. I couldn't figure the word rule. We can't rule out Nefelli. We know how they've been playing. We know how good they are, and it would take a pretty big swing of things for them to try and keep this one going. But yeah, reset fake. It's low. It's low. Dash is there. There you go. I said you can't rule it out. Yeah, and there you go. The equalizer's there.
A good play from 2-2. Lumi just can't react in time. Instead of jumping, just second guesses it, hesitates for that split second, and that'll punish you. A great play, a great 50 coming out, and Fairly do get back level. The question will be is how long can Jaws go without conceding, because now that it's 1-1, they're happy to play this into overtime like they did in the last series, but Fairly have been clinical. As much as the pressure might be on both teams to get a goal here, we all know it's a little bit more on Jaws, because this is make or break for them. They cannot lose this. Maybe Roll has a chance. Maybe a bump off the backboard. A little bit of time. JB does commit as that last man. Lumi with a back pass here. Maybe Roll a bit of time to take this opposite. A bit of a heavy touch. 2-2, a little bit of time. JB over one. Samdus is there, and Nefeli with boosting defense have a little bit of time out of this, but Lumi playing spoiler. Dash gets a pinch away. It's going to be JB trying to find this ball middle. Roll looking for a bump again. Both teams playing a little bit more in the opponent's half. We haven't seen Jaws keep much pressure, but it's been Nefeli that's been defending since that goal.
Absolutely has. It's Sam on the ceiling, roll back, getting the touch there. What a read from JB after that pass. A beautiful play, but what? Oh yeah, there is no but to it. Just 2-0 couldn't make it. What a finish.
And came absolutely out of nowhere. No one was prepared for that one. I don't think the defenders saw it. I don't think we saw it in the director mode, but nevertheless, he did make it there. Extends the lead, and Jaws now 40 seconds. We spoke about how that timeout might have worked. JB nearly able to add another there. We do have 35 seconds to hang on to this. Roll's going to try to buy some time on a heavy touch. Sam just trying to get this middle. That is a demo on Nefeli. Maybe takes out 2-2-0, buys a little bit more time. We are creeping ever more low in this game. We get into the bottom 20 seconds now. Time for Samdus to maybe bang this ball away. Does need another. JB under the pressure. What touch play again? Pinches it backwards off his own corner. A little bit awkward there. JB, maybe a chance for another shot. A little bit deep off the bar and down. It bounces high, and as we're about to hit 0, can 2-2-0 find something from this? He has low boost, has a chance for a flick, but it's just too little, and Jaws, maybe a little bit of a late rise in this series, just able to get one back, and it's going to be a question of, are they starting the reverse sweep, or is it just a game where they found their footing?
You know what, Nefeli did look a little bit shaky in that game, but I'm certain of one thing, and I'm glad we didn't have a sweep. I'm so happy we didn't have a sweep, just for not even just for Giles' sake, for content's sake.
Absolutely,
it's content when the stream runs late. That's all I can say. Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy. Oh, my knee's on stream. I'll take my knee down. Yeah, no. You asked me if it's going to be a one-game thing. I think so.
Yeah, I think it could be. I mean, Giles, when we looked at the stats there, Giles had the same pressure that Nefeli usually had. They had 12 shots this game. Nefeli only managing to find 4, which is uncharacteristic, to be fair. They found 4 shots. Giles had 3 saves, and they only scored 1 goal. They had that one play that was a little bit unfortunate over Lumi's head, and Giles, it is late in the series now. It is possible. We've seen it before. I mean, as we said, maybe not going to be a reverse sweep. We could see. Giles could keep this going, and this is Nefeli's first loss of the day. They were 7-0. Now they're 7-1 on the day, and it's going to be important because even though it is a tiny game in the grand scheme of things, it could change things if they get in their own heads.
Yeah, exactly. It's one small mistake will create some massive implications because these games are so close now. And it's Lumi getting 50 over towards the sideboard. JB getting a decent cutout on that one. Chance to get this one in field as JB with a shot towards the goal. It's a good save by 2-2 over Sam. Dusk now looking for something, goes low with the reset, gets the reset, gets a good beat on roll there as well. JB, crucial clearance as Dash is there. It's a shot towards goal, it's a good save by Sam.
Roll's going to try to collect, gets an awkward touch into the middle. JB's going to have to just block that one. 2-2 could have had a shot there. Tries to keep this one going. Is he going to solo edge with this? Lumi's up, it goes off the ceiling. It's going to bounce right down for Dash. Roll as last man opts to die for this, but JB just getting a beautiful cut there. Gets the pressure still for his team. Gets a demo too. Roll jumps as the last man misses. This Dash could have a chance for a double tap. It's a tight angle and speed just off the post. Sam Dusk into the top corner. Just an unfortunate recovery in the net, and Roll got punished on that heavy commit there.
Yeah, massive error. Sam just squeezes it underneath the crossbar. It's a great finish nonetheless. And yeah, no, It's no surprise, really. I think Nefelli are going to be a difficult team to try and get through, especially now they've got a lead that they can defend.
When they're looking to extend it, it bounces off of both posts. Ball gets away with murder there. Maybe a chance for a pass into the middle. Dash, send this ball high. Tutuo's looking for it. Maybe a pass down middle, sends that one to his own corner. Nefelli do keep possession, get a little bit of boost, but JB puts an end to that. Maybe a chance for Lumi to get the ball. The ball does bounce out middle. JB, only 10 boost to his name, looking for a pre-flip pass. Can't reach it. Lumi into the middle. Roll is there. It's just a little bit wide. And Dash, a little bit of time to collect. Opposite bang this high. Sam Dusk is up, looking for the pass to the corner. Is anyone going to be there for the shot? It's Lumi's bang, and 2-0. Left by himself. Needs to get a good touch. Manages to get a decent touch away. Loses his life, but Sam Dusk, bit of time here. Pops this ball up. No one challenges. Lumi taking that ball for free. JC is just left. 22-0 even. All the names getting a little bit confusing. Great chance here for Nefelli, but Roll deals with that, and both teams really searching for another goal to cement themselves in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And there you go. That's another one from Sam Dusk, just finding it on the left-hand side of the net from Dash's beat on one. It's a beautiful finish, and I think that could be all she wrote, more than half the game, but yeah, gonna be tough to climb that mountain for sure.
It will, and the issue is that we've seen it a few times this series. We've seen Nefelli take these leads and continue them. A ceiling pinch. JP's not ready for that one. Still manages to reach it. Two players committing. It's the back noodles duo going for that ball, and Dash, maybe a chance for a shot of the defender. Sam Dusk has low boost, but a bit of time slams that one on net. A double commit, gets the ball wide. We do pass ever so quickly into the second half of this game. Roll, bit of time opts for the bang, and a little bit of time for Sam Dusk. Lumi doesn't have any boost. Is that one going to find its way? Just a little bit wide of the post. JB with a great fake around Dash. Tries to fake this one low off the dribble too. Manages to try to get out over all three players, but this is the pinch while Sam gets a 50 out roll as that third man again. Dash is looking for the pass towards his teammate. 2-0 gets us towards net. JB's last again now, and Giles just scrambling back man after man to try get into net. Sam Dusk down to the middle. Is someone there on the dunk? It goes high. 2-0, maybe another one to the backboard, but for now, Giles have it covered, but they don't need to worry about their own net. They have to worry about getting the ball into the opponents.
Exactly, there's the clock is ticking down now. That's up in towards the middle. Roll back is there, gets saved. It's a shot, and Lumi will finally get one back. And justice is served in chat. Warranted. A beautiful strike by Lumi. Dash getting caught off guard and finally giving themselves an opportunity to fight back into this one.
As well to put his team back within one. We spoke about how it could be all she wrote, but Giles still have a little bit of fight left in them. 1:36 left on the clock. A goal to go to tie this at least. We've seen a lot of tied games. Maybe a chance for a pass made. Is anyone there? The demo is a brilliant from Dash there to get rid of the second man. Relieved all the pressure instantly, and a 50 out. Dash is everywhere at the moment. Sam Dusk just gets a really good beat. JB being to the ball. He doesn't have enough boost for it. Oh, and it's 2-0 that extends the lead, and we spoke about how sometimes you can get desperate when you have no boost, when you don't have those goals, when you're behind the series. 2-0 and Sam both jumped for that ball. Either of them could have got it, but nevertheless, the lead is back to 2 goals.
It's got to be so gutting if you're Giles. Obviously, you still have another... You can do the lower bracket run, you can do the reverse sweep, you can do everything else about it, but you can't undo this game. You just put yourself in such an awkward position. But against a team like Nefelli, they're so strong, aren't they? They just do not falter. And let's say I've got a bit of a soft spot for TBK. It's my first ever franchise that I played for, so I feel it a little bit, but I'm sure that they will tear up the lower bracket. Hopefully we don't see a repeat of some other teams who have dropped straight back down, who have come down. That's a beautiful shot! It's towards the backboard. Roll couldn't make it. But yeah, I'm sure that they will fight their way back.
And these are also experienced players on this Giles side. I mean, JB, Roll, and Lumi have been in RSC for a while. Maybe a chance for just another goal here. Goes wide. Roll does deal with it, but I mean, we know this one's over now. There is a small chance that maybe Giles can get this, but they need a goal basically right now, which I doubt Nefelli's going to give him. Sam just managed to clear the ball away. It does count down, and it is what was expected. I got it the wrong way. You got it correct, and Nefelli take this one in 5 games.
Yeah, obviously, we both said we thought it was going to game number 6, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is Neo Tokyo. I would love to see Neo Tokyo.
Yes.
Haven't seen it today, but there's more to come from this Giles team as they go on to play Naguni. I'm not sure if you guys are from the B stream. Welcome over if you're from the B stream. I hope you guys have had a wonderful time over there, but you got a better time over here. We have Giles versus Naguni, and then the winner of that game will go on to play this Nefelli team.
And wow, it's going to be hard. I mean, Giles have to drop down here, play the winner of that series. I think that series is done, so people in chat will know. I haven't seen yet. I'm going to look at the bracket, and the stream is offline now, but I mean, whoever made it through, Giles do look solid, and they have a little bit of time now. They have a little bit, 5-10 minutes in between now to get things going, but Dash is your series MVP. It could have gone to anyone on Death Cloud, to be honest. They all looked really good. Nefelli was very, very good, but it is Dash who takes it, and a great performance to put them into that grand final.
Absolutely. Certainly a grand final qualifying performance, you have to say.
Yeah.
And now, as I say, you guys get the pleasure. I'm not sure. Can we get the bracket up if possible? I don't know if it's been updated or not. There it is. It has been updated. We have Naguni versus Giles.
Wow.
3-1 as well. That's a statement win. But yes, we will get to witness that in the lower final. Best of 7. You get the full best of 7 experience, and then obviously the winner of that will go on to play this absolutely wicked Nefelli team. What a matchup. What some matchups we have, don't we?
We do, yeah, and we will be taking a little bit of a short break before we get back to you with that lower final. So if you want to see Naguni take on Giles, be here right after this.
My time is gonna last. What if I try to